there, Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar, and in today's video I am going to be comparing these locking tuners, Fender locking tuners that I got from my Fender Stratocaster with the standard non-locking tuners. And what I'm actually going to be doing is talking a little bit about why you would want to have locking tuners in the first place. And then I'm also going to do kind of a little shootout where I'm going to be going crazy with the whammy bar for maybe 30 seconds without the locking ones. And then I'm going to take them out, replace them, put the locking ones in, and I'm going to play the same stuff. And then we're going to compare to see whether the guitar stays in tune better with the locking tuners or without them, okay, using the whammy bar, okay? Okay, so if you're interested in this lesson, if you're interested in seeing what really works better, then keep watching. All right, let's get into it. So, normally the reason that you would use locking tuners is basically because the first reason is because the guitar should stay in tune better if you use locking tuners, okay? That's what we're going to be trying to see, especially when you use a whammy bar. The second reason is that it should be easier, or it definitely is easier to change strings, because all you have to do is just unscrew this little knob here, put the new string in it, tighten it, cut the string, and you're ready to go. You just tune up and you're ready to play. You don't need to do the multiple turning as you do with standard tuning pegs, okay? So that's reason number 2, and for me, reason number 3 is because I'm going to be taking these new ones from my new Fender Stratocaster. I'm going to put them on my older Fender Stratocaster just so that one also has a pair of new ones, and so this one gets these cool black ones to match the black pickguard, okay? So that's about that. So without further ado, let me put my guitar back into tune. Then for about 30 seconds, I'm just going to go crazy with the whammy bar, and we're going to see kind of where we are as far as tuning after that. And then I'm going to change these with you. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, of course. And then we're going to do the same exact thing using the new ones, all right? And then that's going to give us a feeling for whether the locking tuners really do help me stay in tune better, especially when I use the whammy bar, okay? All right, let's do that. See you there. All right, so what I've done is I still have the standard tuning pegs and I've tuned the guitar, and now I have a timer on my phone for 45 seconds. So I'm basically going to go crazy with the whammy bar for 45 seconds, and then we're going to check the tuning. And then I'm going to change the tuning pegs to the locking tuners, and we're going to see, and again, 45 seconds, what happens when I use them, okay? I'm going to use the same strings as well, okay? So let's get into it. Alright, that was 45 seconds. So let's check the tuning now. Let me just turn off the timer here. It's actually still in tune. It's actually still in tune. Well, not totally. So let me see what strings are out of tune here. The E string is still in tune. B string still in tune. The G slipped. The D went down almost a half note. The A is in tune. And the E is still pretty much in tune. Okay, so now we know that with the standard tuning pegs, they actually work pretty well. So I actually did stay in tune really well. If I was playing like a concert and I was on stage, it wouldn't really be good enough because I would have slipped out of tune. But see, even now, after playing these few little licks that I just played, I'm still in tune. So 45 seconds of constant beating is maybe a little bit too much for these guys to handle. But for light tremolo playing, if you're not going crazy on it, the standard ones that aren't locking actually do pretty well. I mean, I was just abusing it for 45 seconds and we did pretty well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put in the new tuning pegs, and then we're going to do a shootout with that too. All right, see you then. Alright, so that entire process took me less than 10 minutes now to take them out and put the new ones in. And now when I want to put in new strings, all I have to do is unscrew this here, these little knobs, and then that opens a slot here, and then I put the string through, and then I just tighten it down by tightening the screw here, and then the string is automatically locked in like that. So that makes changing strings really easy. Alright, so now it's as easy as me just taking one of these new strings. I just slide it into the hole, if it's loose enough. I'll open it. Alright, now it's loose enough. So I pull it as far as I can, tighten it. So now I'm just tightening down, so it's nice and tight. Don't want it going anywhere. And then I'm literally just going to cut the string now. And that's it for this string. And then I'm just going to tune it, stretch it, tune it, stretch it, play a little bit, stretch, and then we're going to do the shootout. Okay, so I'm going to do that with all of the strings now. So loosening them all up in the back here. Alright, so now I'm in tune, but I'm not ready to play. I'm going to stretch the strings first. You always got to stretch them when you have new strings. Just stretch from back to front. Each string. Don't be afraid of them breaking. They won't break. Just don't pull too hard. Okay, so stretch. And then retune. Alright, so now I already know the answer, but I'm going to share it with you. So I've got everything into tune again. And this time I can actually play for longer than just 30 seconds and it will stay in tune. So... Still in tune. see I've been playing for a couple of minutes there, and we're still... Now we're out of tune, but you see it took forever. So, the final conclusion, my friends, is that locking tuners, in my opinion, are totally worth it. I'm even thinking about putting them on my other Fender just because I can see that I'm going to be in tune all the time using these things. So, if you use a whammy bar at all and you care about being in tune and you want to be able to change strings quickly, definitely there is a big advantage using locking tuners over the standard tuners. If you don't use the whammy bar that much and you just tune every time you play, then you'll definitely be good too. But for whammy bar players and for people who really just always want to be in really nice tune, these locking tuners for the Fender Stratocaster or Telecaster, and these are Fender locking tuners, are definitely worth the investment, in my opinion. You see, I was doing much more than I normally would ever do in real playing, and it stayed in tune for a long time. So with the other ones, because I've been playing with the other ones for a couple of weeks now, or a week now, and I just know from experience how often they go out of tune when I use the whammy bar. So this for me is a new world here compared to what I was experiencing with the original ones. Okay, so I hope that this lesson was informative. I hope that you got some info. I hope that you will definitely go out and get some locking tuners. All right, Henry Olsen here. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you really soon. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.